Hello, how you doing? Welcome in. I'm Elizabeth, and for those of you who check in all the time, I'm so glad to see you. Be sure to leave me comments, you guys, and if you are new, subscribe. Today we're talking about personal growth and transformation. And what I want to tell you, we're going to go with the first question about reflection and self-awareness. This is about past experiences and how they're shaping your mindset. Think of this as the hourglass. I had one, but I broke it. So, hourglass. This, I want you to think of as marked with the hammer. This is about overcoming challenges, what fears and doubts you need to confront to move forward, and other topics that we're going to talk about. And then with this third deck, these Oracle Tarot. This third deck, I want you to envision a telescope and think about what vision do you need for future growth? The vision and the future growth that you're looking for. So again, this hourglass, reflection and self-awareness, this is the Alchemy Oracle deck. Light stained glass tarot, this is about overcoming challenges, fears and doubts, and what we're going to do to move forward. The hammer. 3, again, visions, prophecies, future growth. Think of the telescope looking out into the cosmos for you. And let's get the readings. I do hope they help. Please subscribe, hype the video for me, whatever you can do. I really appreciate you. Let's go. All right, you guys, thanks for being here. And I forgot to mention, of course, there'll be timestamps. I hope all these questions and readings will help each and every one of you. So right now, we're talking about reflection and self-awareness. Let's look at the past experiences shaping your future mindset. Archangel Michael is here with protection for you, helping you really process those past experiences so that you know you're protected, you've been through it, you did it. However hard, however difficult or magnificent, you did it. And this is a reminder that you are protected as you move forward. Remember too, Archangel Michael is an angel that you need to keep in your mind and your prayers when you need to do some cord cutting. Maybe, you need to cut loose from those past ties. This will help. Archangel Michael will give you the courage, the strength, the assertion. And this is also helpful to clear your mind, body, and spirit of negativity. There's some past situations, traumas, and events you keep mulling over in your head. And this beautiful Archangel Michael is here to help you feel protected, to have clarity, and to have strength. Now, what patterns or habits do we need to change for future growth? And 333 is a lot about growth. So I know intuitively you know what you need to do. This is mother energy. Maybe some of you are stepping into wanting family or moving into a new phase. That's amazing. Now, patterns that you might need to change. This is where you need to bring in spiritual growth, whatever that might mean to you. I want you to tap into your creativity, look for opportunities. You may feel that some of your daily habits and routines, there's something there that needs to change so you can find these opportunities, so that you can plant these seeds. There's a lot of lessons you've learned and you're ready to plant these seeds and move forward, but you might feel a little bit stuck. So I want you to tap into feeling like the leader you are. You may need to mentor people or look for support yourself, but this is a time where you know you're protected from all these past experiences. You take the wisdom and let's start something new. Drop me a comment if you're doing some new creative projects. You guys know I put out that journal, Reignite Your Mind, Body, and Soul. That's what we're doing here. It was a great project for me to do. Let me know what you're working on. Art, crafts, writing, could be scientific, anything. What are you doing to change those daily habits and just move forward step by step? And for those of you who do have your mother, reach out. Maybe there's some mentorship there that you need, some lessons, some wisdom from the mom. Tap into her soul. Look for signs for your mom if she's passed. And also, if you're having difficulty with your mom, reach out. Bring love. Let's plant some new beginnings. Now, for the next card, we're going to look at how to cultivate a greater sense of self-awareness as you do this and take the lead in your life, reigniting that life. The moon. We've all been very emotional. That the astrology has been really interesting, right? Making us feel like we're on a roller coaster. Change. We're in a year of endings. Everything is changing. It's a lot to keep up with. So I want you to understand that you have to be okay with change. And I am the worst person to give advice about that. I don't. But as you go through change, you do recognize what you're okay with, what you do or don't want in this change, and what the outcome will be. Please know you're protected. You're starting something new. So don't fear the change. Tap into your emotions. Don't let them get the best of you. Stay as balanced as you can. We are working our way towards an amazing new moon with all these new starts. I love that for you. And as I mentioned, I think a lot of us have fear when you go through change and not knowing what's coming. But there is this goddess energy around you, gender fluid. Let me straighten the camera out a little bit. I don't want you to forget that. You are the leader in your life. There's a lot of not knowing, but also a sense of that, you know what you know, but you don't know what's coming. And I want you to keep the faith, trust the universe. This is going to be a good cleanse for you. You're protected, and the past is just going to be right there where it belongs in the past. This is your sign 333 for personal growth and truly transformation, and don't fear it. That's amazing. I love it. Now let's look at the second group if you chose. Let's go. All right, group 2. Let's get into it with the stained glass tarot and a hammer, right? Crazy. But listen, this is about overcoming challenges. And we're going to look at fears and doubts. We're going to look at what external obstacles are in the way. And we are going to see what support systems you can tap into. So let's talk about it. All right, overcoming challenges, fears and doubts. 7 of Cups in reverse. Well, that's just emphasizing, in my opinion, a lot of confusion. You have a lot of choices going on in your life, and that can be very overwhelming. Choices bring change, a lot of new things you have to do. Some of you may have to make choices and decisions, relationships, jobs, moving. Might all come together at once. There's a lot here. Water energy, Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. And what I really see is just a lot of fear and doubt in this card. But it is a 7. That's Chariot energy. I want you to know you can do the impossible. Strike a balance. Let's narrow down these choices. And that's something that we're going to look at with the next card, because we need to know, what do you need to confront to move forward? Well, it's this fear and this confusion. Too many choices, too many things going on in your life that you're juggling. And I'm not here to tell you how to minimize that, but to prioritize the top three and then tackle the rest later might be good advice. And now, let's just think about that. 7 is a divine number. I want you to look for sevens in your life, repeating sevens, repeating numbers. You're going to get that aha moment. And so maybe there's a lot of obstacles in the way. Let's see what that's about and how to really address these obstacles that are in the way. Knight of Cups. This is so interesting because it's telling the story. Once you come out of the confusion, I know as somebody that suffers from anxiety and ADHD or whatever, I get overwhelmed so easily. And if I could just calm down, right? Calm our emotions down. And you have to do that to be able to ride a horse and have this horse be beautiful and calm and well cared for. This is where you focus your attention on something. And again, when we talk about what external obstacles are there, all this, what is this noise? Drop me a comment. Do you have a lot of opportunities, but you can't decide? Do you have too many problems going on in your life? What I want you to know, there are messages coming in. Now, don't expect the knight on the white horse to come in, but this is where you take the lead in your life. You balance out your emotions. Like I said, it has that chariot feel. You can balance out, stay calm, get on that horse. You can do the impossible and ride with a glass of wine in your hand and not spill it. I must say, that's pretty cool. But there are not only people that are going to come in and help, and that's important for the next card we're going to pull. What support systems do I have? And if you don't, much kind of like me, I have you guys, and I love you so much. But typically, I have to manage things on my own, and I'll start here and maybe have to sit and look at a wall for a little bit to understand what I need to focus on. 7 cups, 1 cup. Taking care of all of this, though, the horse, the leather, the feed, the exercise, the grooming, what I'm doing on the horse. It's a lot, but we narrow it down, we balance our lives, and then we can take the lead. Are we perfect? Are we on top of things totally? No, but we're getting there. And we're doing that part by ourselves. So let's talk about what support system is coming in to help us really tap in to support and guidance. A lot of reversals. But let's take it this. Aha, the Knight of Wands. All right, my water friends, you've got a fiery friend or mentor or a partner who's like, listen, you have been thinking about this. You're creating your own obstacles. Let's go. This person is like, come on, stop staring at the wall, get on the horse, and let's go. A lot of passion. I think, when we get overwhelmed and confused and we don't know where to put this energy, stop, figure out which cup you really want, and then absolutely go for it. Some of you looking for a support system, look at that person that really puts a little spark in your life. It could be a friend, a boss, your loved one, your partner, even your children. It's probably somebody a little bit younger that helps you see what really sparks your well, I don't want to keep using the word passion. I can't think of anything else. Sparks your momentum to you figured this out. Now, how do I move forward? This support system, this group, or this person Likely a fire sign, but definitely just super energetic. Aries, Leo, Sag, but super energetic. This person is going to get you going. Many times for me, this is a good friend of mine who is an Aries and just can really lead life and tell me what to do. Sometimes we need that. Let me see what's on the bottom of the deck for this. Pippa's got her 2 cents to say. Sorry. Six of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck. Once you move forward, it brings in not only balance for you, but you feel more grounded. You feel like I can actually make money doing this. Over here, you're confused about how to do it. Over here, you're confused about your life. This person comes in and is like, no, let's go. And all of a sudden, balance comes in, clarity, abundance. It is really pretty cool. And the pentacle energy that you may be in this reading or feel around you is earth and grounding. So important right now, I think, for all signs, for everybody. And the ground is cold right now, so warm up. But this is Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn energy. I think for a lot of us too, we're getting tired of the daily grind of work and what we should do and what's going to bring abundance. So look at these younger people in your life, or look for these messages coming in, because they're going to help you get back on track with what you need to do to bring in the things that you really want. There's a lot of people in this card, so don't be afraid of them. Listen to them. I think there's good advice there. All right, now let's go to 3 and talk about the future. Okay, those of you focused on your visions, future growth, think of the telescope, and let's dive in. Look at this. We're going to talk about what is your vision for personal growth over the next year. We're going to look at skills and strengths so you can pursue this, and also steps you can take today to align yourself with that growth. So what is your vision for the future? Yes, 9 of Cups. This is where I want to be, full of abundance, my emotions bright, sunny, happy. I'm communicating with everybody how good I feel. It's awesome. There are some endings. It's 9s. We're going through the cycles, but you're like, I have learned the lessons. I have created this amazing life for myself. Some of you, this is also an indication not to overindulge in whatever comes to mind. When I say that, what are you overindulging in? That's something that's got to change so you can move forward. But you're in a really good place, mentally, emotionally, physically, for the next step. Water energy, you guys. So we are talking about emotions, but this is good. This is good. Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. Digging it. So what is your vision for next year? And drop me a comment. You know, for me, if I had to drop you a comment, it would be, I want to be this independent and emotionally in control. Not to say that I'm not, but life has been a roller coaster when you're in a 9-year cycle. And we all are, but even personally, I'm in a 9-year cycle. So for next year, I want to take these lessons and the stability that I have created, as difficult as it's been, and move forward and come out like a beautiful butterfly. I don't really want to be uh, encased, kind of closed in with my arms crossed, which is something that I do. Do you guys do that? So there's a little bit of, yeah, this is awesome. There's even a smile on his face, but a little bit of like, okay, what's next? What is next? What do I need to bring to this to come out of the cocoon and really start to enjoy my life and this future vision I have? So for you and for me, what skills and strengths do we want to pursue? Wow, a lot of emotion. I think we need to get a check on our emotions. We went backwards here a minute. Oh, a lot of retrogrades going on, Mercury retrograde. This is like, okay, I did it. Now, I don't know. I'm going to walk away from that. I think it brought abundance. It brought you some emotional joy and happiness, but now you're like, an 8 is, to me, someone who is an advocate, somebody who speaks for justice. So you may need to walk away from something because you have to be an advocate for yourself and you're feeling some injustice and you want balance. So you're just, it was good while it lasted, but now you're walking away. And that takes a lot of strength. When we talk about skills and strengths, it takes strength. It takes, again, balanced emotions to make these kind of difficult decisions. Um, and there's an indication too with the moon there, full to waning is how I feel. We're kind of going towards some endings and opening up new beginnings, but we've gone backwards a little bit, you guys. So I want you to focus on calming down your emotions, regaining the strength. Don't go back. If this has to do with emotional attachments and love, and you thought you were happy, I just feel like there's something that's come up that makes you want to move away from this. Making sure I'm still using the right deck. All right. So, for vision and future growth, we sure are a little up in our emotions. And here we have the 10 of Cups. This is like a water reading, but it is. It's about being very emotional, a lot of back and forth. 9, 8, 8, 9, and then 10. So you finally hit your groove. I love it. And so this is what you're working towards. I want to be in a happy relationship. I want it all perfect. Now is that really obtainable? I guess for many, but this is as close to perfect as we can get. And it's been a little bit of a ride, but I know that this is what we're going for, you guys. And is it having it all? No. But intents are endings, aren't they? But they're beautiful beginnings. So this has been an emotional ride to push you forward into new growth. And there's been a little bit of looking back, a lot of looking back, a lot of moving and keep having the strength to move away from people, attachments, patterns in your daily life so that you can create this kind of future. It's very, very interesting. And what I see is important in these cards too is that you talk with like-minded people who you trust, who love you, who have your best interests at heart, because you've been doing a lot of things alone, and I know that's not what you want for the future. There's a lot of just beautiful things you want and are envisioning, and they are coming. Just continue to understand your strengths, your soul path, and who has complicated that, who has brought too much confusion and turmoil and asking you to go back all the time. That's not working. So remember that. We're working towards future growth here, and that's really important. And it's coming for you. This is definitely a yes scenario. Now, on the bottom of the deck, there's just still a lot that you have to put down to move forward. And this is recognizing the weights, the burdens you've been carrying that don't belong to you, and you're done with it. Funny how this turned out to be a little bit more about the past and the future, but we can't hit this stride until you drop all of this stuff that it's too much. You're carrying the burden of other people and other things and situations that aren't yours to carry. No wonder you started off over here, arms crossed, walking away. But once you do this, that's the underlying feeling. Everything can flow better. This is hard. Endings are hard. But it's about our perspective too. And when you lighten the load, you make room for more things to come in and it changes the outlook. And there can be some anger and resentment with this. So just let's drop that too. And again, stay in control, work through your emotions. Many of us need to walk, exercise to release this energy, this fire energy here in this card, to keep our emotions that you see in the cups balanced. So yeah, you did it. You did it. There were things you had to leave and walk away from, but you did it. And that's what's going to open up doors for you and create that butterfly energy that is so beautiful that we all relate to. And I do want to remind you a little bit of what that's like, the butterfly. And give me one second. It's a lot like the wheel where things are turning now and you get a new clean slate. And I just want you to take really a deep breath of this fresh, cool air. And remember to be kind as you go through this. Drop the resentment and trust that you're exactly where you need to be. And when this butterfly energy is around you, so look for butterflies, uh, you will understand how to navigate this with ease and grace without confrontation and struggle. Let go, trust the universe, and ride this wave of beautiful emotion and water. Ride it, go with it, love it. And I love you guys. I hope you found these readings interesting, informative, and helpful. And I am sending you so much love and gratitude for supporting me. Peace.